is Dr. Traci K. Welcome back to another Spiritual Sunday Vibe message. Oh, I love you in this place. Can I get some claim it hearts in my comment sections and in my chat room? Show us your prayers, show us your requests, show us your gratitude. I have an amazing, if you haven't already started following me, on Facebook at the Working It Out series, facebook.com, workingitoutseries.com. Also, you can listen to me on all your awesome radio stations for my podcast, Dr. Traci K with an I at the Working It Out series. You can find me on Spotify, Sirius, Amazon, Anchor, FM, all of those. And make sure that you're all coming into our support group, which is on Facebook. It's called the Spiritual Vibration Challenge. And I know that every week it's encouraging to invite others to listen to these messages. They're amazing. It's not me about me. It's about spiritual vibe messages. It's about visualization. It's about praying and meditating on the word, on the meanings of and celebrating in a sense. And what we're doing today for this message is we're going to talk about the harvest days, and we're going to talk about the hunter's moon or the blood moon in regards to the spiritual meaning of this. And after this amazing message, come back later on tonight and pray and meditate on this amazing, we're going to have a mystical, magical, amazing, spiritual meditation, art, music, therapy event. And bring your prayers, bring your positive energy, bring all that you need, and connect with everybody and invite everybody to this event tonight, because this is an amazing moon. And it's a link, and I'm going to go through that right now. And you can chat, you can comment, you can send out your spiritual requests, because this is a great time to do this and connect. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to explain this to you. This is a hunter's moon, which is also considered a blood moon on a biblical sense. But the hunter's moon looks down on a world that is fully prepared for regeneration and rebirth. So a hunter is actually biblically meaning preparing us for change. And so this is about rebirth, regeneration. It's about the messages of powerful energy that's going to be heightened, and it's going to symbolize preparing for the approaching of such change. It also represents our connection. Our connection. And it's a traditional moon. It's associated with the month itself, and it's also about the autumnal equinox. It's a moment to look back in history, and it will occur tonight, Sunday, October 9th, and it's an amazing thing. So bring your colors, wear your colors, and I'm going to help you understand how to understand what this is about. So it's no doubt that you might be a little concerned on a Christianity level of the blood moon. Ooh, that's bad, of end of times. No, this moon is about messages. It brings a positive message about the future of mankind. So listen, I'm here to tell you right now, this is not about the end of time. This is about bigger, better. And it's a golden orange. It's not more than a typical blood moon. It's going to be a golden orange. So that right there is telling you right there. It is going to appear larger than it is. It's a golden blessing. This is a golden blessing that's been given to us. This is a good thing. So we are asking that all of you come to listen and step into action and start making a positive difference in this world. It's not about the end of time, Christians and spiritualists. We need to bring together, because this is the greatest mission of all. The greatest mission of all is about making this world a better place for all living beings. It brings us a golden spiritual energy of the universe. This is October. We are entering this glorious late afternoon of the year. The woodland blazes with vibrant colors. It's cooler. It's fresher. It's anew. It brings on all this ending during our harvest days. And as October passes, the door to the other world opens wider, and we become more receptive to the spiritual energies and to feel drawn and bond with the history of that's fallen, with our ancestors that gave us this amazing, blessed life that we have today right now. And it's also a celebration to our higher power and our higher source and God, and thanking for the blessing that this harvest has brought on this planet and this moon. And it's an optimistic sign for the future. And it's for you. It's for those who are looking to it, who are actually part of it. Because let me tell you something. Don't let this pass you by. Because who do not believe will miss this greater, beautiful color into their areas of life. And so the power of humanity to solve their problems has always been forgotten in humankind's history itself. If we would look at that, on how many wars and destructions and horrible things that have happened in the past. A lot, indeed, yes? But if you take a deeper look at history, you see that humanity has always found a way to be reborn from the ashes of destruction. And this is what I'm going to tell you about this book that I'm going to share with you today on this, because this is a gift that I'm going to give to you. And I'll stay to the end. I'll tell you all about that, how you can get that gift. And so how often have we seen amongst us black clouds in our horizon? We sense it today all the time. We're threatened by those black clouds from other nations and enemies and sense. But you know what? Just before that, there's always the sun's rays appear, and they make room for the light. And it's humanity that's always risen from these ashes of the past. And for every dark time, there is a brighter time ahead, and it will dispel the darkness. Can I get it? So good. Can I get it? Claim it. Please make room for the most shining light, and join me and join others tonight. When this special celebration, if we join together, and this is how the whole world goes. And this moon is always a good time to be reminded of the continuation of life. So let's go. Let's enjoy this golden rays blessing of this season's beauty tonight, because it is here, and I am so excited for all of you to come in and chat and connect, because it's an amazing, spectacular time. It's a preparation of regeneration and rebirth. You know, it symbolizes us that we are this light through the approaching of darkness. It represents a connection that is amazing, just like our ancient cultures. The moon is a deity. It is an immense, it's a supernatural force. I mean, we landed on the moon, guys. Hey, early humans didn't know about gravity, right? And the pull of the moon has over the tides and the water and the way it is, and it deflects this on Earth. And it's definitely a sense of a powerful spiritual energy emanating from this moon. The moon waxes and wanes through different phases, and each one has a unique spiritual meaning. However, the one with the most energy and the powerful is undoubtedly the full moon. And we have different names for the full moon. The hunter moon is expressed an example of not the blood moon in a sense, but it is exciting, but this is confusing, correct? But keep listening, okay? Change. Technically, it's just another moon, right? But it's different. It appears across the path, across the sky. It's colorless, amazing. Based on this time of year, the full moon, each month we have is a different appearance and energy. As the different cultures came across the name, such, for example, the Hunter's Moon, like Native Americans are a good example of this. They name these moons according to the time of the year and the changes that they signal. It is important to note that these cultures and our ancestors have for the respect in regards to our universe and our planet. And it is also historically in our Farmer's Almanac. The Farmer's Almanac is also talking about the Hunter's Moon because it's right after the Harvest Moon in September. And the Harvest Moon is closest to the autumn equinox. And the Hunter's Moon is our signal of the days getting shorter and the nights getting longer. So just remember that there's the rotations of the earth and the moon. And the moon rises and falls and is earlier than it normally does before. So that also reflects how we change in our cycle and our energy and our balance within our body. So if you want to tap into this, say if you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to change something in your finances, you're trying to change something in your relationship, you're trying to change something here, here's your time to tap into this energy because it's going to help you prepare and it's going for that change. The leaves fall, right? So it is a message of winter coming. So most of the time back then, it was the hunt to prepare and store food and feed your family. I'm sure you get probably community animals coming around. Feed them. Don't forget about them. They need to be fattened up. That's why they eat more. They want leaves would fall. Animals want to be, they're out there harvesting. The animals are out there, they're trying to fatten themselves up and they're getting ready to hibernate. And the conditions with the ideal is, and we on Earth as humans, we're supposed to do that. So the idea is to get all the meat they could, and this deep connection to facing mortality and preparing for the coming cold means that this Hunter's Moon is symbolizing and recognizing the cold and the darkness in our own lives and preparing to face them. An internal reflection, a self-recognition of the name of the game during this moon. Darkness may lie ahead, but only by preparing to face it will you find a way to survive. And the power of reputation of this is based on all the times, even during the times where there was a turn of seasons. And that reputation goes back all the way, and it's in everything that we've discussed in our life and history, including the good book and the Bible and all those that we know, and all our studies, that it represents, even though we might be preparing for more darkness and shorter days, longer nights, that's what we need to prepare for. So we need to prepare our energy for it. And it's a connection to nature. And we need to look back at our past and our ancestors. And we need to understand that the way we take part, excuse me, so good, is an indicator, historically, of things approaching. So you've got like the death, one of the death, dying, being harvested. It's a playing and a part of humanity's survival and all the stuff. Gathering of essential resources. This gives an undeniable spiritual vibe message here that I'm giving to you today. I hope no one of you missed this, and please share it with others. Balance, gratitude, and over time, the theme, you have to prepare for this transition of spiritual accompaniments. And so you need to generally gather up this energy and give it your emotional heaviness and all that's been cold, these old grudges and passions and things that are blocking you keep it. You need to give it to that energy. Give it to that moon. Give it to that God. Give it to him. That's a message there. Give it to them. Don't let it be in you, and release that energy and be resonated. So you now will be easily prepared for change in the upcoming for the time of the winter months. And also, it's also a deep connection to All Hallows Eve, which is considered Halloween, and it's time to face your fears. So regarding, that fits perfectly in this meaning of the blood moon, the spiritual hunter's moon, the golden moon, energy of acknowledging. It's accepting and preparing for hard times ahead, but you also need to examine your own life closely and use this energy of the moon to guide you. So you need to pray. You need to meditate. Stay with us. Come back. This meditation is produced with isonic tones. It'll help your energy more easily transition and prepare for this coming change. Is there a relationship that's crumbling that you want to ding? Maybe it can't be off any longer. You're dreading it. There's an issue to be addressed, and it's being ignored. Maybe there's problems in your finances, or problems in your projects. Maybe you're stuck. You're fortifying your mind here, and you're getting ready to do what's needed to be done. It might be a little hard for something. Maybe it's hard, but there's an ancient practice of hunting and collecting that becomes apparent with bravery and courage are all tied to this hunter's moon. And you can feel it in the air. The hunter's moon is a great time to remind yourself about everything you are grateful for. It's building up your strength, protecting your aura, taking stock, all in the good life and relish in it. For these colder and darker, there are plenty to celebrate. And there will show. In upcoming, you will see this warmth of the sun, bless you on that warmth, in some of the areas that are most connecting to this. You'll see it. Take that energy. Take that time of this moon tonight. Use it. Join us and let the people know that you appreciate everything in your life. Let your higher power make a list of everything in your life that you're grateful for. Wear a grateful shirt. I've got one of those in my shop. Go, if you want to learn how to learn more about this Rise from the Ashes, you need to go get this book, Rise from the Ashes. I have a special offer for you guys here, and it's going to come in handy. Because here is your time to take advantage and heighten your own spiritual connection and understanding. And it is just amazing and so grateful because you are amazing. And if you take this time to tap in, to better understand yourself, you can know that you are so valued, you are so amazing. And I want to share some spiritual resources that help with that. And Acts, in the book of Acts for the Bible, for you Christianities, Acts 2, chapter 2, it talks about the moon. Okay? This is the King James Version. I'm going to give you some resources. The sun shall be turned into darkness, the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord will come. The sun and the moon, before the great and terrible day come. Behold, there might be some things that have been sealed are now open. This is Revelation prior. And there might be some great earthquakes. There might be some situations where there is a black cloth. That's the more darkness of night. Matthew talks about immediately after tribulation of the days, or in the sense of harvest days, the sun shall be darkened, the moon shall not give her light too much, but the stars fall from the heavens, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. But thou shalt confess in Joel that these are the signs and the shoes of wonders in the heavens as in the earth, in the fire and the smoke, pillars of smoke. So what it be, they do not let your heart not be troubled, yet believe in the God. Believe also in me. And so in Peter it also talks about to be sober, be vigilant, because of your diversity, as roaring, seeking the wonders and devour. So there's so many sources you can get here that can help you understand how the moon is represented. You know? And there's been a lot of different moons. But remember, it's not a thing of badness. It's a signal. It's a signal of change. For example, it means something is coming, a change. And this is when you see more of an orangish reddish moon, the heavens shall, there be things that change. And if you notice, it's also happening during the times we're having with these hurricanes. And again, the moon has a lot to do with the tides. So there's been these hurricanes, there's these changes. This is a lot that we're taking in. There's just so many different messages. So it's don't be afraid. That's your problem. In this sense, this is a reddish, powerful, spiritual, positive. Don't turn it into a negative. It's, the basis of, like the Bible talks, is just going to be longer nights, shorter days. Back then, that's all they didn't understand the whole thing. In ancient Chinese, the red, even the Chinese, if they saw a red moon, they thought, oh, bad times, right? There are bad times. Yeah, there is similar. Now remember, this is not full red, this is oranges, but it's shining directly onto Earth. It passes through, projects, giving its red tone, but it's a highlight of messages of cosmic events, divine abilities, inferior human life and history. So again, this is happening. You can see this around the world. There's changes, there's fallen, there's a washing away, there's replenishing, rebuilding. It is a time for spiritual renewal. And so, as this time happens, this is a preparation of it. And so, it means that due to this message, we need to take and don't see it as a bad thing. See it as a positive thing. Because that means good things are coming. Maybe if it's a sign of all these things that are happening for us, then that means that something is coming to take care of all this. And this is because when you see this Earth's layer, atmosphere, and horizon is directly above the heads, the Earth sky. So how does it affect humans, right? It affects us in a mental way, a physical way. And this is why you need to prepare for this, because during that time, what you should not do during this moon is I'm going to tell you this. You shouldn't have sex, in a sense. You shouldn't eat, in a sense. Respectfully, there are 3 probably major activities that need to be for this. There's a lot of rituals that go beyond this. It's a time to pray. It's a time to meditate. It's a time to cleanse. It's a time to replenish. It can represent certain types of war that's going on and death in certain areas, which is we see happening. But it won't last. Okay? It's just a sky, it's a thing. And we must prepare ourselves. You don't want to be. You want to be able to take in this energy. Maybe you've been restless or something. Maybe you're having trouble. I tell you, I have insomnia. Let me tell you, this time right now, because I've been doing my meditations and prayers, I have actually had a deep, in a long time, really good, uninterrupted phase of REM phase of sleep. It was so good, and I've been having this good stuff, and I needed that really bad. And so, because when you deal with insomnia, poor sleep is a often thing. Now I'm noticing I used this chance, and it helped me get this. All of a sudden I got this increased energy. Usually I'm dealing with medical disabilities, okay, that affect me every day, and it's like I felt this energy, and I saw things clear, and I was like, okay, and I got things done, cleaned a little bit. It really helped me, I did my exercises better. I felt like more strength. I felt more energy to do these exercises. It was great for me. I honestly, to me, it was a rebirth, and I'm taking advantage of this, and you should too. This moon is signifying wisdom and intuition, birth, death, reincarnation of anything in a spiritual level. It's a cycle, and it's seed, and you need to grow that seed, and this is a time, right? So it's whatever your personal needs are. Take this time, okay? Now, it's got this orange in it, okay? It's not a blood red. It's an orange, powerful orange, which signifies that in some cultures and things or areas there might be an end of something, but it hints a cosmic imbalance in some way. So since it's cosmic, which we are dealing with because of the things that are happening, I understand that. So it's time to be extra pretty careful. So, it's unique, very unique. I'm sensing it's very unique, but take this time to be positive. Take it and use it to your best opportunity here. And so I highly suggest that you stay, subscribe, become a member, become a partner, and join us later on tonight to enjoy this amazing moon and respect during this time. So you can be prepared for what's coming, because it's for you, and you need to take advantage of this. It's an actual wonderful time. It awaits you to help you diligently to till through the physical and emotional soil that you're dealing with in your life. This could help you work through the trenches and clear the clouds. It's a promise if you take advantage. So I highly, definitely get in on the event tonight. Enjoy the energy medicine and the musical medicine that's with it. It will help you. And there's also divine feminine energy that arrives. I created this meditation music event to help with that. So it creates harmony in your energy system. It's a place where you can worship and service in unselfishness. And so it's going to help you work among and clear through the clouds. It's going to work during that time when you think, okay, well, these are longer nights. I'm not getting as much sun. So it's going to get you through that. It's preparing you, and it's going to work through you. It's important for men out here also to be doing now the work that they need, so we go so much better if women are willing to act as companion guides. Some men out here, because we need you in this time, that you're in a place of when needs a woman's masterful mentorship. And this divine feminine energy that's coming off of this is something that can help so that all men who would serve this divine feminine is part of it. And so a man must submit in order to be holy to that divine feminine. That doesn't mean you have to go out and find a woman. I'm talking to guys, okay? Listen to me. It's about your feminine side, your divine feminine, your masculine, your feminine, your yin and your yang. So, don't go out here trying. Think about it. Step above that. It's a perfect moment in time to accept the truth, renew one's dedication to something. Okay? Now, stay with me before I go, and then you can check out the offer here that I'm offering. Stay with me. I'd love for you to take a deep breath in right now and blow it out. Deep breath in. I am prepared. Blow out. All the past is gone. I am prepared. Now, listen to me. I'm going to give you a wonderful message here that comes from a divine goddess herself. And if you want to tap into learning more about becoming an invincible goddess within, there is a master course on that. You can check. There's a free little mini course to tease you. If you like it, you go to the full course. Check that also. And another one is a special offer today in regards to this time right now, rising from the ashes. Become a partner, and in return for that gift of becoming a partner, you will get the rise from ashes. So, at some point, take your hands, open them wide, receive this, claim this if you want to. But this is the promise of the hunter's moon. At some point, we're all coming back as birds. We'll begin in the muck, unrecognizable, stinky, until creatures with hands are tools for hands. Scoop us up and start squeezing and pulling. Suddenly, there we are, unmistakably beat, straining against thin leather thongs that come one. Had a good sense to tie around rocks and her twiggy legs. It's a good thing, this confinement, because we're free. We rip and tear apart anything we could reach. The things with hands, the tools like hands, feed us. A mixture of water and the blood of the head. And this inside of us we developed fast, looking more like giant bird you recognize by the minute. Our feathers grow black and glossy. The thicker they come, the meaner we feel. When they grow anything, they fall out. Hideous to behold. And once even were murderous. But now we grow timid under this mirror hot sun. Then more feathers appear, and small at first, white feathers. Beautiful, beautiful snowy plumes that dazzle under this hunter's moon. When we're ready, she comes. Out of the sea and the sky, out of the barren ground she comes, astonishing. In her loveliness, perfected is her power. She rises and rises and walks among us as we bow, obedient, peaceful, and so in love. I like that, don't you? Isn't that amazing? I think that's so great, so perfect what I try and explain on this 100th moon. So, become a partner today. Check out, and in regards to that gift, becoming a partner or a member, you will receive this amazing book called Rise from the Ashes as a thank you for being and joining and becoming a part. And I wish you all an amazing, wonderful new beginning to taking in, and keep coming back to gather more resources so you can help transition and enjoy, and come back later on to check out and listen to the special event we have tonight for the Hunter's Moon meditation and prayer. Connect, release, rebirth, regenerate. Fill yourself up with amazing affirmations of positive change. Okay, till then, this is Dr. Traci K. And so good. I love you in this place. Don't forget to come back later on. We are going to be doing a Love You in This Place series playlist. So if you are a member, you will get access to that. So good. And also to amazing other guests that are going to be part of that series in our series playlist. I love you in this place. And I'll take a glimpse of my new book coming out. And so I'll see you on the next Spiritual Vibe message. Take care.